I used to hate the water and cried before swimming lessons. Meet 18-year-old sensation Filip Nowacki, the Jersey A-level student who beat his idol Adam Ramsay-Peaty to Commonwealth gold. During Filip Nowacki's childhood, which was not all that long ago, his parents gave him an ultimatum. Me and my friends would go out to Greve de Lecq, which is a popular beach where you can go cliff jumping, explains the 18-year-old from Jersey. It's a 5-minute swim across to the rocks where you jump in. It's a bit hairy for a responsible adult, but it's a good adrenaline kick.
Fruit flies taking over your kitchen? This discreet plug-in trap uses light to attract flying insects, then captures them on a replaceable adhesive cartridge, without noisy zapping or messy sprays. Want to get the best verified deal and see full details? Visit grabdeal.us/one right now.
It's very important you know how to swim, so my parents wanted me to be able to keep myself afloat when I went out with my mates. When they doubled down on his swimming lessons, little did they know that Nowacki would be winning gold and silver medals at the 2026 Commonwealth Games. The teenager, who is still waiting for his A-level results, has been Glasgow's breakthrough star. He beat his idol, Adam Ramsay-Peaty, on Saturday night and has become one of swimming's overnight sensations. Teenager Filip Nowacki, who is still waiting for his A-level results, has been Glasgow's breakthrough star after beating his idol, Adam Ramsay-Peaty, on Saturday night. Last year, after finishing his lower sixth exams, he won the 200m breaststroke at the Junior European Championships with a time that would have medaled at the 2024 Olympics in Paris. Sitting in the team room in Glasgow, beaming ear to ear after his victory, Nowacki takes Daily Mail Sport through his journey to the podium. In 2002, his mum and dad boarded a one-way flight to Jersey and landed jobs in accounting and construction. They took me to swimming lessons when I was 5 or 6 and I hated it, he recalls. I hated the water, I hated getting wet, and I cried before I got in. When I was 7 or 8, I started to enjoy it. I went for a trial taster session at Jersey Swimming Club and thought, this is a bit of me. You're never far from the sea in Jersey. You can go for open water swims, but I've never been the biggest, so I had to get my elbows out because of all the waves. I definitely preferred sticking to the black line of the pool. At secondary school, students were pushed to take part in all sports. One look at Nowacki's slight 5'10" in frame, however, will tell you that he was not destined for contact sports. I played a bit of house rugby, but I tended to run away from the ball, he laughs. I did a lot of sports growing up, but mainly swimming, cycling, and running. When I was 14, I went to the swimming nationals. It was at Pond's Forge in Sheffield, and that really sparked my journey. I was between 10th and 20th in all events when I arrived, and I walked away with 4 golds. That was my first experience of what it feels like to win. Nowacki has never looked back. His swimming coach at the Jersey Tigers convinced him to move to Millfield boarding school for his 6th form studies, where he could spend more time perfecting his technique. People talk about these games as a launchpad for greatness, and his name is worth remembering for LA 2028. This is the first competition where I haven't had maths or physics to worry about in the background, he explains. I had all my A-levels leading up to these games, which was quite intense. I was spending a lot of time on my iPad reading over notes and making flashcards. Knowing I don't have any schoolwork to do whilst I've been here has been quite nice. Nowacki has been staying in the same hotel as Ramsay-Peaty, overlooking the River Clyde. He is not blessed with his senior's upper body strength, joking that maybe one day he will get hench. While Ramsay-Peaty changed the game with his bulldog-like power, Nowacki is more like a skimming stone. I saw Adam in the lift after my race on Tuesday night, and he congratulated me. I've looked up to him for most of my life. I was 8 years old when he won his first Olympic gold, so to be racing in the lane next to him is pretty special. He went for a coffee before the Commonwealth Games, and I peppered him with questions for an hour and a half. I'm trying to draw as much experience from him as possible. Going up against some of those lads in the 100 breast can be a challenge because they're so much bigger than me. I'm not the tallest of men, and I'd love to put on muscle, but there's no point, given the momentum I'm carrying in the 200. If I get too big, I'm going to end up fighting the water, rather than gliding through it. Nowacki has been gliding through the Glaswegian waters with an effortless cadence. People talk about these games as a launchpad for greatness, and his name is worth remembering for LA 2028. Every athlete dreams of the Olympic Games, he says, They are staging the swimming in a 40,000 capacity arena, which will be unreal. Coming here and winning medals is a big step in the right direction. He's swimming times that have never been seen from an 18-year-old. Watching Filip Nowacki in the pool brings back memories of seeing Kasuk Kitajima win double gold for Japan at the 2004 and 2008 Olympics. They're both relatively small, but they possess so much natural speed. Filip is swimming times that have never been seen from an 18-year-old, so he's a real trailblazer. You don't want to pile expectation onto his shoulders, but he's already right at the sharp end of the global rankings. There are Japanese and Chinese athletes who are swimming slightly faster times, but Filip has just come out of juniors, and he's already right behind them. He lined up against Adam Ramsay-Peaty in the 50 and 100m breaststroke this week, and everyone has been comparing their physical appearance. For me, Filip naturally set up as a 200m swimmer. Technically, he is absolutely perfect. He's got a bit of a longer stroke with a lower stroke rate. You can see the leg drive come in as his hands shoot forward. His streamlined position is great and the timing is perfect. It's a flawless cascade of movement patterns. With some of the heavier guys, like Adam, you see their hips drop in the last 50m over 4 lengths. That's when it becomes harder and harder for those heavier, muscly guys. Filip's hips are high when he drives his legs and his body sits right on top of the water. He seems to have the perfect blend between speed, technique, and timing. That's married up with the fitness and endurance he has for the 200m. Watching Filip Nowacki in the pool brings back memories of seeing Kasuk Kitajima win double gold for Japan at the 2004 and 2008 Olympics, says TNT Sports expert Jamison. He lined up against Adam Ramsay-Peaty in the 50 and 100m breaststroke, and everyone has been comparing their physical appearance. They're very different, says Jamison. He's burst onto the scene over the last 12 months. He's won junior titles and swam the 2.07 benchmark that sets apart the world class. Because he speaks so eloquently, I don't think there was any doubt that he would be affected by the occasion of these games. The exciting thing is he has still got areas where he can improve. His muscle mass will increase as he develops towards the 2028 Olympics, where he should be in firm medal contention. It's a monumental step to win your first senior title immediately after your junior career. He's going to emerge as the face of the men's breaststroke scene, and his support team need to manage that. He's made it look so easy, and that's fantastic news for both Jersey and Great Britain. Watch every event of the Glasgow 2026 Commonwealth Games exclusively live on TNT Sports and all HBO Max plans in UK and Ireland.